Hello again. All right, so the first option on our writing plan this week talked about researching from the EPIC collection right here and recording your facts on a graphic organizer and then turning your facts into a report. So I wanted to show you how I had worked on that process. Now, when I first was thinking about this, I'm going to cover this up because my brainstorm only had things that I know about plants. Like there's special ways to grow them, there's different kinds and there's different parts. But then when I opened up the collection, the first thing that caught my eye was this book right here, Plant Life Cycles. And so I thought, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I want to write about. So I added it here on my brainstorm. So that just shows you how the process of writing can change midway, and that's okay to do. What I want to show you though is that we have talked a lot about in class that I had been reading this book earlier, that when looking at informational text, there's a lot of text features that can help us when we're doing our research. There are things like headings, bold print, pictures. There are things like this is showing a diagram of all of the parts that need to grow into a plant are contained in this tiny itty bitty seed. There are things like text boxes that add information to a photograph. Now, this book is not a book that reads to you. It's one that you have to read on your own, but you might not know there's a feature where if you are stuck on a word, this word right here, it looks like, ooh, I see a mama E at the end, so it must be telling that vowel, say your name. Soam plants. That doesn't make sense. Now I might think, oh, maybe it's change your sound for me. Whoops, change your sound for me. And then we might recognize some. But if you get stuck and you're not sure, if you click on it, it tells you, and you can listen to it again until you get it. So that's a great feature about EPIC. I actually noticed another diagram that towards the end, right before the glossary, which is another nonfiction text feature that we talked about, and the glossary has great pronunciation keys. So for this word, we've talked about how that second syllable is going to be emphasized because it's all in capitals. And you can click on the word. Oh, sorry, it's not showing you.
Decay.
There we go. Decay, and it tells you how to say it. But this picture right here was the one that inspired me. Shows the life cycle of the oak tree, starting from the acorn, going all the way through. And so that is what I use for my brainstorm. So you'll see here, I decided my topic sentence tells the reader what I'm going to be writing about. And I did use a complete sentence here, although I didn't have to. I'm going to tell you about the life cycle of an oak tree. And then I decided I was going to use a mix on my brainstorm of sketches and phrases. So first, starts out with an acorn seed, and next the seed starts to crack and it sprouts, and the plant starts to grow. And I know by reading the information that sunlight and water, those things have happened to start the germination process. And then finally the tree grows and it makes flowers and it makes new acorns. And so then the whole cycle starts again. And then my conclusion sentence, it wraps up and reminds the reader what I was talking about. I hope you learned a new fact about how an acorn tree grows. I will be turning this brainstorm into a report. I think I'm going to do another flip book, and I'll show you that tomorrow.